Hi, everybody. It's Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes on this Monday morning. And tonight at 6:30, I will be doing a virtual library presentation at the Bayport Bluepoint Library in Bluepoint, New York. Again, that's at 6:30 tonight, and it's virtual, so you can participate by registering for free at the Bayport Bluepoint Library.org website. Just to click on the programs tab and go to where it says hurricane season and hurricane forecasting, and you can do the registration there. That's at the Bayport Bluepoint Library website, bayportbluepointlibrary.org, one word, and go to the programs page. All right, we've got to this week, the last week of summer, and it looks like we are beginning the transition to fall. And we're already seeing it in the form of frost advisories and freeze warnings that are up for parts of upstate New York and northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine. It is, I think, the first frost advisories that I've seen this season. And none down here, of course, but it does speak to the fact that we are going to see cooler air starting to come in gradually. And we've got a couple of cool air masses to deal with this week. The first one is coming in today. And as we look at the U.S. satellite view, you'll see two tropical systems, of course, Hurricane Paulette, which went right over the island of Bermuda. The entire island was actually inside the eye at one point, and that's rarely happened, believe it or not. Bermuda gets impacted by a lot of hurricanes, a lot of close calls. But it's such a small target and a small island. You're talking about an island that's about 22 miles long and a mile wide at most, and that's a hard target for a hurricane to hit. Meanwhile, we also have Tropical Storm Sally, which looks like it's now starting to strengthen a bit in the Gulf of Mexico, in the northeastern Gulf, and we're going to go over both those storms in just a moment. But in the meantime, I do want to show you at least what's happening on the surface map. So there's Sally getting closer and closer to southeast Louisiana. And here along the East Coast, here's our cold front that's moving on through. It really is coming in uneventfully, and we've got a nice big high coming through the western Great Lakes that's going to be building into southeastern Canada and the Northeast for the next couple of days, and that is going to bring dry weather, sunshine, and some rather cool temperatures. Meanwhile, as far as rain is concerned this week, it's really minimal, and we could probably carry this through next weekend. The Weather Prediction Center 7-day rainfall amounts are generally under a quarter of an inch, and Thursday's probably the only day where we might see a couple of passing showers as another weak cold front comes through. All the rain is going to be in the Gulf states and out into the southeastern part of the United States, maybe as far north as southern Virginia, touching the Delmarva Peninsula. And we're talking about 10 to 15 inches of rain or more in parts of southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi from Sally. But again, none of this looks like it's going to be moving up the East Coast, and that is good news for us. So just take a look at the surface map going forward this week. Here comes our big high. And just a reminder, if you are headed for the shore the next couple of days, the surf is going to be rather rough, and there will be rip current issues up and down the Northeast and into the Mid-Atlantic states because of Paulette to the east and the high to the north, which settles in on overhead tomorrow and Wednesday. We've got developing sunshine today, sunshine for tomorrow and Wednesday. Then Thursday, here comes our cold front, and you can see there's a little strip of showers there, but all the rain from what at that point will be left of Sally in the southeast. And then the next high, and this one's an even cooler high, comes in for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We could see lows Saturday morning in many areas away from the coast and the warmer urban locations in the 40s, and even coastal areas will probably see temperatures down in the low 50s. So it's a relatively quiet week weather-wise. The bigger story for us will be the change in temperatures that we're likely to see as the week goes on. Today, we are going to be looking at temperatures that'll be topping out mostly in the middle to even a few upper 70s because of the fact that we have a little bit of the leftover warmer air from yesterday, but that is gradually going to give way to that cooler air coming down for tonight. Tomorrow's highs, upper 60s and low 70s. Wednesday, we're looking at temperatures that'll be back up in the middle to upper 70s. Thursday, that chance for maybe a couple of scattered showers. It'll be, I would say, the most humid day of the week, but it'll still won't be too unreasonable. Upper 70s to around 80. And then Friday, we'll be in the upper 60s to low 70s with sunshine. And Saturday, look at Saturday. Temperatures on Saturday everywhere, even down into Northeast Virginia, won't be getting out of the 60s. And you go up into upstate New York and into northern New England, you're looking at temperatures that won't be out of the 50s. So autumn is coming for sure. There's Paulette, and you can see on the loop, right midway in the middle of the loop, how it goes right over the tiny island of Bermuda and continuing to move on a north-northwest course. It went over as a Category 2 hurricane, and it's likely to strengthen to a 3 before it's all said and done. But from here on, it's really a track out to the northeast into the open waters of the Atlantic. Tropical storm Sandy starting to get more symmetrical. It was tilted yesterday. That's usually a sign of a system that's not all that strong because it was dealing with some impacts of systems in the upper atmosphere, but those impacts are gone now, and we're seeing a large expansion of the area of very strong convection. That is going to continue as we go through the day, and I think we're going to see Sally strengthen to a hurricane and slow down as it approaches southeast Louisiana. So until it makes landfall, this does have potential to strengthen, and it may very well get to a Category 2 hurricane before it makes a final landfall very close to the Louisiana-Mississippi state line right along the Gulf Coast. And we'll have more on this and the rest of our weather, and we'll look deeply at the long range tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show, which will be probably at 8 o'clock Eastern Time as opposed to 7 o'clock because I have the library presentation at the Bayport Bluepoint Library from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And don't forget, if you want to register for that, just go to bayportbluepointlibrary.org and go to the programs tab, and you can register. It says Hurricane Forecasting is the title of it, and it's all free, and you can watch it right from your home. All right. One other reminder for those of you who are on my Patreon platform or are interested in joining it, the annual subscription is available at a 15% discount. So if you pay up front for a full year, you get 15% off, and that's at patreon.com/meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Lots of extra weather, extra videos going on the Patreon weather platform. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.